see if we can't see all right this way. Do. All right, let me know if y'all can hear me. Oh look, there's me. I can see my butt. Let's back this chair up. It's weird, I'm seeing like multiples of me. Squeeze this around here. All right, I see a few people said that they can hear me, so that's good. Yeah, I skipped my own ads. All right, sorry about that, guys. Starting a couple minutes late, but you know, of course, I should turn this a little bit. Of course, actually, I gotta turn something off real quick. I got the dehumidifier running. That's kind of obnoxious. All right, let me move that. Okay. There we go. Okay, so of course, you know, last night I picked all the trains out that I'm gonna run and test everything, and it's all working great. And I come down here to get ready for the live stream, and nothing's working correctly. So, so I had to like turn everything off, reset it all. But I think it's all working now. The only thing I wanted to make sure I had was that the lash up. Let me build a lash up for one of these engines I'm gonna run, and we'll officially kick off the fun. Let's see here. I'm building up the Norfolk Southern OCS train behind me, and then we'll kick things off officially. Backwards. Done. There we go. Gonna turn the volume down on that a little bit. You may notice the horn on this Norfolk Southern OCS train is different. And you can take a wild guess why that is. All right, I'm going to shut that down for now. I'm going to keep things nice and quiet. Okay, now that I think everything is set up the way I want it, and looks like we're already up to quite a few people. Looks like, what do we have, 69 watching so far. Yeah. Well, welcome everybody. This is the 8,000 subscriber live stream. I don't do that many live streams on YouTube. Since the last one, I went ahead and got an external mic because that was the biggest complaint of the last live stream, was people were having trouble hearing me. So I immediately, I think that night, bought an external mic and tested a few live streams to make sure that you guys could hear me okay. So first thing I'm going to say is a big thanks to my moderators, Bernsey and Sid from Sid's Trains. Both of them have YouTube channels with model trains. So if you don't already follow if you don't already follow Sid and you don't follow Bernsey, go ahead and check out their channel during or after this video. They're doing great stuff on YouTube, and they're going to be my moderators tonight because last time it was a bit overwhelming to keep up with all the comments. So I'm going to ask them, you know, they can pin some comments or some good questions delete any that, if the same person keeps spamming the comment section, it gets a little annoying for everybody. I'm sure we won't have that problem tonight, but probably most importantly, they're going to help me make sure that I pick the right winner for the giveaway, which there will be 2 giveaways. The first one will probably be around 7:30 or 7:45 Eastern, and I'll do the second one like a half hour later. I'm going to give away the magazine first and the steel car second. And as I mentioned in the preview video a couple days ago, like, the giveaway is fun, and it's a way for me to say thank you and, kind of generate some excitement around the channel, but I hope that's not the only reason why you're watching the live stream. Hopefully you're watching because you really like the channel, you want to see some of the trains run, and you want to talk trains and ask questions and stuff like that. So the first thing I'll talk about is, well, let's talk about what I'm going to run tonight. I told everybody they could comment on my YouTube channel or on my Instagram page. If they'd like to see something specifically run, they could suggest it. And which reminds me, if you don't already, follow me on Instagram if you'd like. Jason's O-Gauge Trains, pretty simple to find. I do more live streams on there than I do on YouTube, only because I don't know, I don't want to go live on YouTube too much. I want to work on the layout and post videos for you guys of what I've gotten done. So, all right, what am I running tonight? Well, you can see everything in this shot right now of what I'm running. I have the Allegheny right here. It's MTH Proto 3 Allegheny with, what do I have, like 14 coal cars? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah, 14 MTH coal cars. I have the Norfolk and Western Heritage unit with another Norfolk Southern ES44 pulling Lionel auto racks. I have the Wheeling and Lake Erie's in the back. They're pulling a steel train. So I've got the Allegheny and the Wheeling and Lake Erie steel train doubled up on the outside track. And then this right here, I wasn't sure I was going to run it tonight because I technically I'm going to be making a feature video on this one. This is not my usual Norfolk Southern OCS. This is the Proto 3 version that I was fortunate enough to find someone willing to sell me one, which was brand new, unopened, never run, the ABBA Norfolk Southern OCS in Proto 3. I'm going to do a full video on reviewing this and comparing it to the Proto 2 version, because there's a lot of things this one does better than the Proto 2 version. There's also some things that the Proto 2 version does better than this. So that'll be a fun video to make. But I'm so glad I have this, because I'm going to semi-retire the Proto 2 version. It's such a nice set. It's very rare. It's very valuable, and it's getting repaired right now. So anyway, that's what I'm running tonight. I don't plan on swapping things up, because if I start taking requests, then it takes forever to take something off the shelf, put it on the layout. It just wastes time, and then you're spending the whole video watching me switch trains in and out and not actually running them. So that's what I'm going to be running tonight. And next time, don't forget to comment or post something on my Instagram suggesting what I run next time. So anyway, we'll get some trains running here in just a minute. But and I'm going to watch the comments as closely as I can. I hopefully don't have any issues with my iPhone, which is recording the live stream right now, which is why I have the computer in front of me, because I can watch the comments and myself to make sure I haven't froze on the iPhone. So anyway, I guess I should say thank you for subscribing to the channel. 8,000 subscribers is really cool. It's not a lot in the grand scheme of YouTube, but for our little hobby, it's a pretty significant number. There's not that many other O-Gauge YouTubers with bigger followings. There's a few really good ones, and there's some guys who are making some awesome content. That's probably what's been so great, is that um, I'm not alone. There's a lot of guys making great YouTube videos for model trains. So, okay, first thing, I'm going to try to go through a couple of these comments really quick. I see K&R Custom Models just said hello. They made the signals on the layout. I did a video featuring their signals a few weeks back, and I know it turned a lot of people onto their signals, and so if you haven't checked out that signal video yet, you should definitely watch that, because these signals are great, and I'll be working on getting all of these installed here very soon. So anyway, and if I miss your comment, I'm sorry. You know, it looks like right now there's almost 90 people watching, so I would welcome like every single person if I could, and do a little, you know, my buddy Nick, you know, PGH train fanatic, he blows a train whistle for every person who joins, but there's 92 people in right now. We'd just be blowing the whistle a little too much. Okay, so here we go. RJ, I'm banning you from my channel. RJ's Train says, hey Jason, huge fan. Can you run your Amtrak tonight? RJ's a buddy of mine. He has a great YouTube channel. You should follow him. RJ, buy your own Amtrak. Eric Williams says, layout's looking awesome. Thanks, Eric. Someone asks, hey Jason, how are you? I'm pretty good. It's Friday. The work week is over, and I'm interacting with you guys, and I'm going to run some trains, so that is fun. Todd, what's up, buddy? Toddy is in the house. Toddy, you're the best, except when you're the worst, which is every time we play video games together. Yeah, Sid already said he was going to put RJ in timeout. Sid, you have my full permission to put RJ in timeout. Let's see here. North Country Train says, wait, Bernsey is a mod? I think I'm banned already. Well, behave yourself. Congrats on 8,000. Thank you, Adam. Robert Campbell, how you doing, buddy? Thanks everyone who's saying congrats on the 8K. RBP Trains, Chris, how you doing, buddy? I'm sure a lot of you guys follow Chris, RBP Trains. He has a really good channel. His stuff is blowing up real fast. He makes really, really great videos. Let's see here. North Country Train says, I'm obviously here to watch trains, as anything Jason would give away would be useless to me being an HO scale. Well, yeah, I hope I don't give away the train car to somebody who doesn't even do O gauge, but yes. Cat Nuts at Southern Yankee Railroad says, Jason, the more coal cars, the better. I agree. My modern coal car train is parked under the layout. I've been running that thing like crazy. I thought it was time to take a break and, you know, diversify what I've been running. And I just brought all the steel cars from the old layout. So let me catch up to the front just to make sure. Let's see here. Again, you know, I'm sorry if I miss your comments. I can't wait too long. You know, something. If something does go wrong, I need to see in the chat. You know, people need to say like, "Oh, we can't hear you anymore." You know. Brett says, "How much Indians gear do you have now that they changed their name?" Well, I have a lot of Indians hats, and I have a Kenny Lofton jersey. Kenny Lofton was my favorite Indians player growing up. I mean, they're always going to be the Indians to me, so, and it's not like I'm going to throw away my jersey. Like, if I go to a game, I'm still wearing my Kenny Lofton Cleveland Indians jersey. I mean, come on. Let's see here. Alaska 3 Railroad says, greetings from Alaska. How you doing, man? Okay. Yeah, no. Who made this guy a mod? I know, right? TKP Studios asks, any thoughts on adding Pure Marquette 1225 to your fleet? I would love to add that engine to my fleet, and I was really hoping when MTH cataloged their last run of Berks that 1225 was going to be in there, and it wasn't. They had 1223, and a number of people have said that Lionel has some kind of licensing rights, not just for the Polar Express 1225, but for the Pure Marquette 1225 as well. I don't know if that's true, but I mean, MTH obviously could have hit a home run by doing 1225, so I don't know why they didn't do that. Trainman Dan's here. How you doing, Daniel? Good to see you. Whoa, a lot of comments. Gotta catch up. Lucas asks, how many coal cars will you have when the new ones come in? I don't know. There's still like 16 more to add or something. I don't know. I'm going to have a lot of coal cars. Let's see here. Calvin says, will you run long trains tonight? The auto rack train is the longest one tonight. It's like 15. Wait, no, I don't know how many cars it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It is 15. It's 15 Lionel auto racks. So 15 isn't a lot, but they're auto racks, so they're huge. All right. So now that we've got about 90 people watching, I think I'll fire up. I'm going to start with the Allegheny and the Wheeling and Lake Erie, and then I'm going to answer some of the Instagram questions that were posted over the last few days. So let's get the Wheeling and Lake Erie fired up. I'm Chesapeake and Ohio fired up. And the Wheeling and Lake Erie. I have the volume turned down on the engines just because I don't want them drowning out everything. But hopefully this external mic helps a little bit. Let's see here. If you guys do have trouble hearing me, just let me know. So far it looks like the mic is picking things up okay. So yeah. Paul Alexander asks, do you have any military trains? No, I do not. And I don't think I'll be adding any. Nothing against the military. Love the military. Trainman Dan says, let's do a 10-engine lash-up pulling one car. Okay, man. Maybe next time. Just for you. Billy Smith asks if I have any Rock Island trains. No, I do not. All right, let's go. Let's hope that I don't crash these trains into each other. Okay. And we're off. There we go. All right. I'm going to respond to the Instagram questions first, and then I'll dive into some more YouTube comments, and we'll do the first giveaway here in a bit. Larry Rogers says, I'm having trouble hearing you, but it's not your mic, it's my grandkids. Well, that's all right. Okay. So, looking at the Instagram questions, let me go through these. I'll start with the first set that I saw. Whoops. Looks like that's cut off. All right. I'm going to pretty much go in order of how I received them. NW611 asks me, will you get a UP844 to go with your UP4014. I do like the 844 a lot, and I don't think MTH or Lionel has made one recently, and I'm not about to pay, eBay premium prices for one. But if MTH or Lionel were to make one, I think I'd be pretty tempted to place a pre-order, because that is a really nice, that's a really cool engine. Next question. I'm sorry if I butcher your Instagram name, some of them are kind of tricky, but Politicurts, I don't know, asks, how did you come up with your current layout plan? Well, this layout is based off of my old layout, which is based off of Rich Batista's Black Diamond Railway, and I've never kept that a secret. I've had some people say like, oh, I know where you got your layout idea from, and I'm like, duh. I've always told people where I got the ideas from. If you have not watched the Black Diamond Railway DVD series, that's been like my Bible to building this train layout and my old train layout. There's 4 parts right now, part 1, 2, 3, 4. Parts 1 and 2 are invaluable to me. I still go back to them all the time to help me build the layout. But you might as well get all 4, because every single one of them is super inspirational and so much fun to watch. All right, we got 100 people watching now. Awesome, 100 people. Stephen Williams, what's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well in Chicago. Ryan asks, you got Legacy now, what locomotives do you want to get first? I don't know, man. If they do the Scale Polar Express again, maybe that. Maybe a 1225 Pure Marquette. If Lionel got the triplex tooling from MTH, that would be a sick engine. But I don't know yet. Not exactly sure yet. All right, back to the Instagram questions. So I'm not looking at the chat right now, just so you're all aware. Anderson_runs asks, biggest piece of advice for someone who's looking to start their first layout? It's a very good question, and I get it a lot. Just the planning phase is so important. Think about what you want. What do you really want with your layout? How much space do you have? Can you fit everything you want in your space? Most of the time the answer is no. So you have to prioritize, if I have to get rid of something, what's it going to be? And then I highly recommend layout planning software. I use SCARM, SCARM. I actually drew everything on paper multiple times, but once I started getting really serious about it, I moved to SCARM. I built like the room dimensions, and then I built like my layout table dimensions to make sure that everything would fit. So spend a lot of time planning, thinking about what you want. Don't let anybody like sway you too much. Don't let anybody tell you like an idea is stupid or you can't do that. Because there were a few people who were like, you're not gonna be able to fit all that. Just in regards to the main table, and well, here it is. So they were obviously wrong. But yeah, take your time, plan it all out. Get that Black Diamond Railway DVD series that I recommended. And yeah, watch a lot of how-tos. There's a lot of great stuff on YouTube. Same guy, Anderson Runs, asks, have you purchased any engines rolling stock from the MTH warehouse auction? I have not. I didn't participate in that, and I don't think I ever saw anything there that I really, really wanted. My buddy Andrew Ganan asks, can you smell Ann Arbor from your house? Unfortunately, a little bit of hot dog water smell coming from Ann Arbor. I went to Ohio State. I grew up in Ohio. I'm a diehard Ohio guy. It's kind of messed up that I ended up living in Detroit, Michigan, but Abigail Ducharme, who's my sister, asks, how many coal cars are enough coal cars? Well, you put the Infinity logo there, that's pretty much how many is enough. There's never enough coal cars. And then Eric Griscom asks, which part about building a new layout is your favorite? Design, scenery, track, etc. Another good question. I really like the designing process. Ever since I was a kid, I used to draw up layouts on paper, and I'd get like graph paper and, you know, draw out layouts and imagine what I could do one day. And then, like I said, doing it on computer software is a lot of fun too, especially on SCARM, because you can view your layout in 3D. Once you're all done, that's a lot of fun. You know, building the bench work is all right, but I love track laying, and some people hate track laying. I really like it. It feels like I'm actually building the railroad, right? And that means I'm close to running trains, so that's really fun. Surprisingly though, and this is really gonna make some people vomit, I really like wiring. I know, I really enjoy wiring because like it's kind of relaxing. Put something on TV, crawl into the layout, and it's, you know, I can wire a switch in like 5 minutes, program it, and suddenly I have a fully functioning switch. Like the reward for doing the wiring comes really quickly, I think. And when you have really nice clean wiring, like I finally have on this layout, it's something to be kind of proud of. Let's see here. That's the first round of Instagram questions. There's a few more to answer. I'm just going to see if I missed. I'm going to look at the live chat really quick. Yeah, Slidecat says I forgot the caboose. I know, man. I mean, I could put the Nickel Plate Road caboose on the back, but it's a Chesapeake and Ohio train. It just doesn't feel right. I left my C&O caboose at home. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, A Diddle says, Jason, don't forget down the road to show some of your wiring techniques. I know, man. There's a whole bunch of wiring videos I need to do. They're just a pain to film because I'm under the layout. It's dark. Like, I'm going to do it because I know a lot of people want to. I'm going to show how I wire a switch. I'll show maybe even how I wire one of these K&R signals up. And I can show you some basics on wiring the DCS. But I'll say this, I keep recommending this Black Diamond Railway DVD. Like, almost everything I learned is from that video series. Like, I wish I could be like, oh yeah, I'm the master of all these techniques. I learned them all myself. Nah, I learned almost everything from somewhere else. Or did a lot of trial and error. Let's see here. I need to skip ahead a little bit. Paul Alexander says, wish I was 27 again. I'm not 27. I'm 30. Oh, it's because he was responding to TKP Studios. I see. Okay. Robbie Groder. What's up, Robbie? Why don't you make a Demon Slayer train from the movie Demon Slayer Mutant Train? Oh, I don't know, man. I'm just too scared. That train would just scare me too much. Justin P asks, do you have trouble with the couplers when the trains get too long? Sometimes, yeah. And I hate to say it, but it tends to be all the Lionel cars. Every single coupler on these Lionel auto racks are glued shut. The Lionel Milgons, glued shut. A bunch of these Lionel ethanol cars, glued shut. All of those really long, like 89-foot auto parts box cars, all the couplers are glued shut. A bit annoying, but like the cars look great, but they come apart. Those couplers bust open all the time. J.R. Pruitt, how you doing, buddy? All right. RBP Train says, you can come wire my layout, Jason. All right, dude. I'll send you a quote. Jordan says, great advice about not letting people sway you. Yeah, man, I mean, if you're looking for advice, you know, if you're asking for someone's opinion and you want their help and advice, like, then no problem. But there's just too many people in this hobby who, like, they're just so high and mighty about themselves, and they're just kind of discouraging, right? They're negative, and you know, all they see is what they would do. They see the space and they're like, well, this is what I would do, and that must be the only correct way to do it. And you just need to be careful that you're not like crushing someone's dreams when they're like, this is what I want to do, and you're like, no, you can't do that, you're stupid. Not a good look. Not a good look. Let's see here. Robert Campbell asked, what brand of track is your favorite? Atlas track. Duh. That's what I use. I have Atlas. There's a lot of other really great tracks out there. That doesn't mean I think they suck. I just really like Atlas. I think it's the most realistic modern track, but it is very expensive. If you forced me to do it without Atlas track, I probably would go Gargraves with raw switches, because Ross has great switches and great switch options, and Gargraves is cheap. Still looks really good too. Okay. Trying to move ahead right now. Mark's train station asks, ooh, this is a tough question. Layout longevity. Do you see yourself in your home 10 years or more? If I'm honest, no, not even close. I know people are like, so you're going to build all this and then tear it down? Probably. But I'm also not just going to sit around here and not build a train layout. This is what I love doing. So I'm trying to build it as quickly as I can so I can enjoy it as long as I can. But this is, I like my house a lot. This is a great house. But it was always bought as like my starter home, right? When I get married and have kids, like this house is too small. Someone asks, B&O946, have you thought about converting to KD couplers? Yeah, I have for some of them. If I were to do my whole fleet, I'd have to do it gradually. Like, I'd have to pick a unit train and convert those to KDs. I can't do everything at once. I have like 300 train cars. It'd be too much of a hassle. Right now everything's working, so. Preston Sadler says, how you doing, man? Doing good, Preston. All right, I'm going to go back to the Instagram questions really quick, and then I'm going to do the first giveaway. There's only a few more Instagram questions left, and then I need to get the other couple trains running too. So, here we go. The last set of questions. Nate Cassidy asked, how old were you when you got your first model train? What kind was it? And I wish I would have had it here for this, but my first train was technically my dad's train. It was like a 1950s or a 1960s, you know, Lionel starter set, but I mean, it was die cast. I think it was modeled roughly after a Burke and a little tiny sheet of plywood, and I wasn't even old enough to walk or talk, and I would sit there and my dad would run the trains. So like, people are like, how old were you when you got into trains? And I'm like, I don't know, whenever I was able to like process basic brain function. So it's always been part of my life. PC or P Calvano 2020 asks, will you ever get any Pennsy rolling stock or locomotives? I have one Pennsy locomotive. It's the Restoration Pennsylvania Railroad E8s, and I really like them. I do have the Pennsylvania Railroad Heritage Unit, the NS Heritage Unit. And then as far as cars go, I have at least one or two Pennsylvania Railroad freight cars. I'm sure my fleet will grow a little bit more in the future. I have nothing against the Pennsylvania Railroad, but I grew up in New York Central Territory, and again, I don't buy into that rivalry that much, but just for where I grew up in my own taste. When the like the post-war trains I'm into the most are New York Central. My buddy Dale, who I went to college with, asks, "What do we do if the power goes out?" I don't know, man. Go do something else. Go build some stuff. And finally, Chris Page 35 asked, "Did you have to cut any track to make your track plan work?" I didn't have to cut any sectional track, but I did utilize flex track for the first time on this layout. This curve right here actually is flex track, and the curve right in front of the camera is flex track, and the back part of the layout is a big flex track curve. So I did have to cut that. Oh yeah, the huge sweeping curve right here is flex track. So I had to cut that, but I didn't cut any sectional track. And that's all the Instagram questions. So that's kind of the advantage, I guess, to asking me the questions in advance. I'm going to keep looking at the chat comments, but it's easier to, it kind of ensures that I'll answer your question if you ask on Instagram or in the YouTube comments from the video I posted a few days ago. So just keep that in mind for the next time, which hopefully there's a next time. Hopefully I hit 9,000 subscribers, right? And then eventually 10,000 subscribers. Ooh. I'll have to give away the whole layout at 10,000 subscribers. All right, we're going to do the first giveaway in 5 minutes. So keep that in mind, 5 minutes. I'm going to look at a few more of the chat comments. And again, I'm sorry if I've missed your questions. There's just too many. I do my best. I do my best. Scrolling through a few of them. Great Films says, "Sorry I'm late, Jason." Hey, no worries, man. Glad you're enjoying the Wheeling and Lake Erie engines. I think you were one of the few people who asked me to run those. Justin P asks, "How many running lines do you have right now?" There's 3 separate loops right now, 1, 2, 3, and then there's the ramp to the lower level, which has, I guess, 2 parking sidings and 1 pass-through track. But even that pass-through track right now is storing a train. Once the upper level is built, then I'll be able to run even more trains. That'll be fun. Jackson Railroad says, "When will you do the rail car giveaway? Because I'm low time, I'm watching trains." Well, the rail car won't be for a little bit longer, so if you're on a time crunch, I'm sorry, man. I'm going to give away the magazine first. Aaron Brinkerhoff says, "Hey, Jason, it's coming along nicely. Looking good. Thanks, man." UP Collector, how you doing? Yeah, someone just said, "Is it me or is the Allegheny catching the steel train?" A little bit. It's funny, last night, the Wheeling and Lake Erie kept catching the Allegheny, so maybe I need to slow down the Allegheny for just a second, because it does look like it's catching up a little bit. Can you hear the engines when they go by? Because I have the volume turned down kind of low right now. Should I turn the engine volume up? You guys tell me. Paul says, "The sound of the trains are so relaxing." Yes, they are. Yellow Pirate Man asks, "Have you ever thought about 2-rail O?" No, if I was a real stickler for just absolute total realism, then maybe I would do 2-rail, but I'm way past the point of considering 2-rail. I am fully invested in 3-rail trains. Let's see here. Spencer LM just said, "What happens when you get to 50,000 subscribers?" I don't know, man. I'll probably be dead. I don't think I'm destined for that. But you never know. You never know. I know that's what Eric is. I think Eric's Trains is knocking on the door of 50,000 subscribers. But we all know he has so many videos and he does so many reviews and he dabbles in other scales too. So I think he's in a territory that I probably won't be in. Sid says the world ends. Yeah, probably. I don't play any. Wesley asked if I play train games or train sim games. I don't. I just don't really have time. I barely have time to do this. I work full time. I'm also working on my master's in business. I like spending time with my girlfriend. And then I occasionally play video games with my buddies, which we might be playing tonight. So Dwayne, Toddy, and Remy, if you're watching, we're gonna boot tonight, right? Coverdale asks, "You going to do some scenery?" Yeah, absolutely. It's just I'm not at that point yet. I need to build the next level. Then I'll do some backdrops. I'll start the mountains and scenery. I mean, this is like the early phase of the layout, right? I mean, I'm running trains, but you know, this is relatively early in the train building process. What else? Hello from Canada. Hey, Steven. Do you have any Canadian rail names? I do want to add some Canadian Pacific ES44s. There was one on eBay this week I was really tempted to buy, but it just wasn't in the budget right now. I'd like a couple of Canadian Pacific ES44s. Maybe I'll add a Canadian National in the future. Whoop, hold on. Loving Them Train says, "Don't doubt yourself. Did you ever see yourself at 8,000 subs? I could easily see you getting 50K. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I guess I remember like being excited about 500 subscribers a number of years ago, and then 1,000. I was real excited, and it's like I said the other day. 1 year ago, July of 2020, I was at 4,000 subscribers, and now I'm at 8,000. So, I mean, who knows, man? People like watching a layout getting built, and I try to document and show people how I do stuff, and I think people really enjoy that. So, you know, as long as I keep making videos and you guys keep enjoying them, and hopefully it keeps attracting people to the channel. Justin P asks, "What does your girlfriend think of the trains?" It's a good question. I might put her on the spot here in a minute because I'm going to have her pick what number gets drawn, so I can ask her. She's from Texas, so she had like never even been in a basement before. So it was kind of like, I remember being like, not every basement up north is full of trains. She thinks they're cool. She's glad that I am so passionate about it, and you know, knows that this is kind of my happy place. And yeah. Oh, Toddy, of course I'm watching. You're the best. Thanks, Toddy. I'll try not to run you over with a car tonight. Ever thought about Baltimore and Ohio trains? Maybe. Joker's Trains also says, yes, more B&O. David says, can't wait to see second level go in. Love the channel. Thanks, David. I can't wait either. I guess technically it's the third level because I have lower, middle, top, but whatever. I am really excited to build this next level. I got to get the signals wired, I got to get the switches wired, and I want to get the track weathered. Once that's done, going to town on the top level. Robbie says, what about a train section based off of the Super 8 train? So like, is that like that's like an alien train or something, right? I never saw that movie. We'll have to watch it sometime, Robbie. All right, let's get ready for the giveaway. So, as Sid just mentioned, make sure you set your chat to the live chat. So if you look to the right side of the screen, there is a, like at the top of the chat, you have a drop-down tab. You can either be on top chat or live chat. Make sure you're in live chat, because the winner is whoever picks the right number first. Oh, Robert asks, is the steel car from Mr. Uncle Ray's Trains running tonight? Yes, it is. It's 1, 2, 3. It's the 4th steel car from the front. All right, so yeah, make sure you're in the live chat right now. The first item being given away is the March issue of Classic Toy Trains magazine. As I mentioned, this is my old layout on the cover, and you know, the main article is my old layout. I've shown this in my past videos, but there's a big front 2-page spread introduction of the old layout, and then another 2 pages, a nice design of the old layout, another 2 pages, and then finally a little conclusion page there. So, you know, I'll whoever wins this, I'll ship it to you via UPS. I'll happy to sign the cover, sign the inside article, and if you want me to, you know, make it out to your name or whatever, like, you know, that'd be just fine. And yeah, I think it's a cool little item to give away. And just remember this, folks, it's just a magazine, all right? Don't get too bent out of shape if you don't win. And if you have this and you want to send it to me, like, because you really want me to sign it, that's fine too. A couple people have done that already. It's just a magazine, so, you know, just remember that. All right, so an explanation on how this giveaway works. And listen closely, because I explained the rules in the video from a couple days ago. I explained the rules multiple times in the last live stream, and people still didn't follow the rules. So, like, it's I'm not mad. Just listen to the rules. I will write down on a sticky note a number 1 through 100 randomly. I'll fold up the sticky note and I'll set it to the side. And then when I say go in the chat, the live chat, that's when you can guess a number, 1 through 100. But you only get to guess one number, and this is where we kept having problems. You get to pick one number, all right? I had some people who kept posting like multiple times, and then they were like, I didn't know I couldn't pick more than once. And I was like, you weren't listening to the rules. And I know another YouTuber, Sparky, was saying like, you know, oh, that's probably my bad because I let people pick as many as they want, but I'm only letting people pick one number. We might have to do it a couple times because sometimes people don't pick the right number. There's 126 people watching right now. Even if everyone picks, they might not get the number. So, you know, 128 watching. We'll try 1 through 100, and if it's too much of a problem, then maybe I'll do 1 to 50 for the second giveaway. Let me do this really quick. All right, hopefully you can hear me again. Somebody asks, what happens if 2 people pick the same number? It's whoever picked the number first. Do you want to pick a number? All right. My girlfriend Shelby is going to pick the number for us. Yeah, you have to actually like, yeah, you have to. People can't see you. Okay, there you are. All right. So you're gonna write a random number,
Okay.
1 through 100,
Okay.
and then you can't let the camera see it. And then you're gonna fold it up, and you're gonna hide it behind your back. Okay. All right. Don't let people see it.
So just write it and then.
Yeah, write it really big on the sticky note, but keep it hidden from the camera. Because people can't know what you're picking. I'm not even gonna look. Once you pick the number, just fold it up and keep it in your hand, okay? Ah, thanks.
Okay.
Did you write it?
Mhm.
Is it on here?
Yeah.
Okay. We have a number. This is my lovely girlfriend, Shelby,
Hi.
by the way. So, she'll, I wanted to make a video of asking her questions because a lot of you guys want to know, like, well, we'll ask you right now. What do you think of my what do you think of my train layout? What did you think the first time you saw the train layout?
I thought it was a lot.
There was a lot to take in.
Mhm.
And were you like, oh my God, who is this guy? Is he some psycho?
No, I just had never met anyone that had ever done trains like this
Yeah,
before.
it's
So
pretty intense.
yeah.
But it's kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
Would you rather me be doing this or like being out at the
Always
bar
play
right now?
video games.
Or video games?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least you know where I am,
Yeah.
right? Okay. All right. Do you want to run? Do you want to be here for when I pick, or do you want to run away and come back?
Yeah, just come get me.
Okay.
Okay. Do I hold it still?
Oh, you still have it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I need it now.
All right.
All right, everybody. Thank you, Shelby.
And here's Henry.
Oh, and here's Henry. Hi, Henry. Everybody say hi, Henry. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Love you. Bye bye. All right. So, I have the number in my hand. When I say go in the chat, that's when everybody guesses. I can see people have already started picking. Stop. Please stop. I didn't say go yet. When I type go in the chat, that is when you pick a number, okay? 1 through 100, and you only get to pick once. Make sure you have your live chat set to live chat, all right? And my moderators are gonna help me here to make sure I pick the right winner. All right, so get ready when I say go in the live chat, okay? Oh, look at all the numbers coming flying in. I haven't even looked at the number that my girlfriend picked yet, so I'm gonna look now though, and then I'll show you guys. Okay. All right, I gotta go up. I'm gonna give people just a little bit more time. Remember, you only get to pick once. You only get to pick once. Don't post more than once. You're gonna get the ban hammer. All right, maybe not the ban hammer. All right, if you haven't guessed already, I'm giving you 10 more seconds. I'm still looking to see if anyone posted yet. If you guess more than once, it doesn't count. Okay. I think we're going to have to do it one more time, and I'll do it 1 through 50, because I don't think anybody picked the right number. Sid and Bernsey can help verify this. The number was 17, and I don't think anybody picked it. So Sid and Bernsey, take a quick look. The number's 17, but I don't think anybody picked it. So we'll probably do it again. Why not just closest pick? That's not what we're doing. Yeah, now people start clicking 17. Too late, guys. We're just gonna do it again. Do, do, do. All right, so Bernsey and Sid. No one guessed it, right? I didn't see anybody guessing it during when I said go. Well, thank you for whoever told me the steel train was falling behind. All right, thanks, Sid. That's what I thought. I'm going to write down another number. We get to do it again. Yay! So someone said, like, why don't you just pick who's closest? Well, no. Because no. It's my live stream and I make the rules. I'm not trying to be a jerk. Yeah, there's a few people who are not following these rules at all. So, Elk River says, call the girlfriend back down. I'm just going to pick a number myself. She already is a bit camera shy. It was mean of me to make her come down here and get in front of the camera. Justin P says, rules are not hard, people. Yeah, well, I feel like people just must not be paying attention to the actual stream, and they just, once they hear that I'm about to do it, they just run to their computer and guess a number. I don't know. Yeah, I already said it. You were right, Conware. Whoever guesses the number first, like, all right, so that number was 17, and no one guessed 17. But let's say like 3 people had guessed 17. Whoever had commented it first would win. It's simple as that. So I'm gonna do this again, and like again, it's a magazine. If you don't win, like, it's not the end of the world. And yeah, Sid has had to put a few people, delete some comments and put them in timeout. So, I mean, just try to follow the rules, folks. Okay, I'm going to pick another number. We're going to make it a little easier for you guys. 1 through 50, all right? This is going to be 1 through 50. Don't go yet. Don't type anything in the chat yet. Wesley says, I need a beer right now. Dude, me too. Me too. I'm gonna write a number down, and I'm gonna help you out even more. Not only is it gonna be 1 through 50, it's not gonna be 17. I'll tell you that right now. It is not gonna be the number 17. So don't guess it. Do not guess 17. I'm just gonna pick a random number. Well, it's as random as I can guess, I guess. Okay, I have written said number. 1 through 50. Yeah, Robbie says I need a root beer. Yeah, man. I've got alcoholic root beer upstairs. Maybe I'll have that. Okay, here we go. Let's do it again. 1 through 50. When I say go in the chat, that is when we start. All right? Not until I say go in the chat You get to guess one time. Post one number, one time, 1 through 50. All right? Not until I say go in the chat. Make sure you're on live chat. Boo, here come all the numbers. I'm going to give everybody about 10 more seconds in case anybody hasn't posted the number yet. Yeah, the chat does blow up when I say go. All right, I am closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the number was, I don't think anybody guessed it, the number was 20. I thought I was making it easier. I don't think anybody guessed the number 20, did they? I see 21, I see 19, I think, 22, but I don't see 20. At least you guys should know I'm not cheating. It's not like I told somebody an answer ahead of time, because no one's guessing it. Burnsy and Sid, please do a double check. Yeah, I know, Rob. You're like, do 1 through 25. Like, I know, might have to do that. I don't think anybody guessed it. Sam's Train World says no one has it. Nobody guessed it. You guys want to do it again? Toddy, don't tell me what to do. I've written down another number. 1 through 30. 1 through 30. Third time's the charm. Which, yeah, it is. I had to do it 3 times last time as well. I really thought, I don't know, I really thought 1 through 50 would do it, but we'll do it again. So, I haven't said go yet, so whoever keeps posting numbers, stop. I didn't say go yet. All right. When I say go in the chat, I haven't said go in the chat. All right, I said go. And now we wait. Oh, someone got it. Someone got it. A few people got it. A few people got it. So, just a reminder on the rules, it was whoever posted it first wins. And it's just a magazine. Don't get too worked up about it. The number was 15. And it looks like Rescue 1 Railfan was the first one to guess 15. Burnsy and Sid, please verify that to be the case. 15. I don't know if you can really see it. I'm trying to hold it up. There we go. 15. Yeah, you can see it there. All right, so Sid is right. Rescue One Railfan is the winner. So, Rescue One Railfan, would you please type your, if you don't mind, type your email in the chat section. And I'll take your email. Some people are like complaining about like stuff isn't live, or the chat needs to be live. And I mean, I'm watching all of this live on my computer, so yeah, Rescue One Railfan. Rescue One Railfan, can you type your email? We can delete it afterwards, but I need to know how you want me to get a hold of you. Unless, do I have you on Instagram? I don't know. No, that was the magazine. That was this. The rail car is next. Yeah, Robbie says, stop acting like you're playing Call of Duty, so stop being toxic. Yeah. This is fun. We're having fun. And in the meantime, I'm going to start up the other trains. Whoop. Don't want to drop that. All right, I still haven't seen Rescue One Railfan. I need a way to get a hold of you, buddy, to get your email or something. Kathy asks, did I fix the OCS train, or is it just working condition now? I'll address that in a second. No, I'll do it now. This is the Proto 3 Norfolk Southern OCS. I was able to find one, and I'll feature that on my channel in an upcoming video. I still have the Proto 2 one. It's currently being repaired, and then I'll probably semi-retire it because it's a very rare, sought-after piece. I spent a long time looking for it. I certainly don't want to just give it away or sell it. But the NS OCS is one of my favorite trains of all time, so I've got to have one on my layout. All right, so let's see here. So, still waiting for like an email or something from Rescue One Railfan. I've seen him, Rescue One Railfan, I've seen you post on my videos many times. So, like, I know you're not just going to get up and disappear. And I'm glad you won because you have been watching and commenting for years. So, hey, congrats to you, man. Woman, girl. Let's see here. Sierra McGrain asks, are you going to Clyde's open house in August? Yes, I am. I will be going to the Stockyard Express open house. What is it? The August like 28th or something? I know it's a Saturday. It's like one of the last Saturdays in August. I do plan on going. It's a lot of fun. Someone asked if I've gotten a Lionel Legacy engine yet. No, I have not. In due time, it'll happen. And I'm stopping the Allegheny because I need to put more smoke in it. It's out of smoke. So let's set the magazine aside. And I'll answer a few more questions. I can walk around the layout with the camera if you want, and we'll do the freight car giveaway here shortly. The freight car we're giving away, if you didn't see already, is a MTH Premier CSX hot metal car. Really cool car. All right, let me go get some smoke fluid real quick. You'll be seeing double on my screen. I gotta say, the horn in the Proto 3 OCS is so nice. It sounds so much like the real thing. I don't know if you can hear that. I'll turn it up really loud. There we go. I don't want the trains too loud. Okay. Let's turn the smoke back on for the Allegheny. Get the Wheeling in Lake Erie ready to go. Well, so far so good. JR asks, are you still having issues with the 611? No, I don't think I was having issues with the 611. Was I? My Hudson was having an issue. The Hudson is in for repair. The Hudson with the PT tender, that one's in for repair. The the Proto 2 OCS is in for repair. And so is my big boy. The big boy 4014 is in for repair. Again, for the third time. It's less than a year old. I don't know what's going on. I don't usually have this kind of bad luck with MTH trains. I might have to repair one train a year, maybe two, but to have three, boom, 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 all go bad, I don't know. Let's see. Robert Campbell asked if how the roundhouse is coming along. I was told that the base was being cut this week. It should be shipping here like within the next month, I think. Someone asked what smoke scent I used. I really like cinnamon roll, but I ran out, so I've got pumpkin pie in here now. Old Ohio Angler says the Stockyard Express open house is August 28th, and I will be there. So if any of you guys go to that open house, I'll be there. Make sure you say hello. Okay. When will I put the turntable in? Once the roundhouse arrives. Once the roundhouse arrives and I know for a fact how much space I have, then I'll cut the hole for the turntable. All right, I don't know who Stupid Dude is, but you need to stop. You've been spamming this comment section and didn't follow any of the rules. I mean, you're living up to your name, man. Okay. Do you sell on eBay? I've sold a few things on eBay, but not many. I buy a lot. I buy a lot on eBay. eBay is a great place to buy trains, but Randy says, thank God I didn't buy the MTH Big Boy. When it works, it's awesome. It's one of my favorite engines, like, ever. It's so cool. It's like, it's something tied to the smoke unit. When I turn the smoke unit on, it starts having issues. Let's get the Allegheny rolling out of here. There we go. All right. Yeah, Robbie. Well, if that's your buddy who keeps spamming, I mean, he just got blocked. So Clinton Jackson asks, "Hey Jason, are you going to be adding more NS engines?" Of course, of course. That'll definitely happen. I'm hoping Atlas releases some Norfolk Southern items here soon, and I hope MTH releases some. I probably won't buy any Lionel NS stuff just because I want to be able to mix and match all my stuff, and right now I have so many NS engines in MTH. I'll stick with DCS for that, which is why, like, as far as Lionel goes and my first engine, like, I'm really hoping like a steam engine, a 1225 Pure Marquette, 1225 Polar Express. If they got the triplex tooling from MTH, and there, maybe an UP 844. There's a number of different steamers that might be, my first Lionel legacy engine. Do I have blocks to avoid crashes? Nope. If I crash something, it's all my fault. Joe Hackman says, I know it might be a while, but I'm excited to see the roundhouse and turntable. Me too, man. It's not going to be that long. It'll be within the next few months, I think. Jason, would you get a Menards engine if they were to make something you like? I don't know. I'm glad Menards is making really affordable trains, but they're not really the quality of what I would like. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them. They are great starter sets, and they're a great bang for the buck. But right now, like, as far as how advanced they are, they're not really my cup of tea. I just realized the NSOCS has the smoke unit on. I'm gonna just turn that off real quick. Let's see here. Jason, I forget, do you have an era-specific theme, or is it whatever you like? In general, it's 1995 to 2015 Norfolk Southern, like Conrail transition to Norfolk Southern up until Wick Moorman retired. And, but I do have post-war stuff too. And I try to, I'm going to try to make the layout so that if I am running like a New York Central Hudson, it, it won't look too out of place. You know, you can use your imagination. It won't be too much of a stretch of the imagination. Rescue One Railfan, no, I haven't seen your message yet, so it might be that it's not letting you type an email address. Whoop. Need to go back up. I'm trying to think. I thought the last time I did this, you could type your email address. Rescue One Railfan, if I type my email address, will that work for you? Let me know when you got it written down, Rescue One Railfan, because I'm going to delete it after you have it written down. All right, you got it, bud? All right. Good. All right. I'm going to answer the YouTube questions from a couple days ago, and then we're going to do the next giveaway because it's going on 8:30. So let me pull up the YouTube video. And go to the comment section here. Newest first. I'm going to try to go in order as they arrived. Okay. Alrighty. I'm going to go into the YouTube questions now. So I won't be seeing your live chat questions just yet. Someone did ask, what is the oldest model you own? And it's my first steam engine that belonged to my dad. I don't have it here right now. It's still at the old layout, but I'll be bringing it. And someone also asked what I use to power the layout. I have two Z4000s. I'll do a walk around of the layout here in just a short bit. Someone asked, Keiju or Caillou Central asked, do you plan to do scenery on the lower level of the layout or just put a curtain over it? There'll be a curtain over the lower level. Everything that's underneath here, there'll be a black curtain. Larry Rogers asked when I'll be adding the upper level. Hopefully within the next, I don't know, month or two. Need to wire the signals, wire the switches, and weather the track. Then we go build upwards. Let's see here. Carl Miles says, you'll reach 12,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Probably not. I'll be lucky if I hit 10,000. Sparky asked when I'm going to be painting the baseboard. I won't be painting this. This will just be covered in ground cover and ballast. Typical Tyler asks, why did you start model railroading and what are your future plans for the layout? Well, I just have always loved trains in general. I loved model railroading and I grew up watching a lot of TM books and videos of other people who had amazing layouts, and you know, I just never lost interest in it. I think some people lose interest and come back to the hobby. I've just never lost interest. I've just always loved doing model trains, and I've always loved real trains. Okay, no, we're good. Someone said, what is the longest and or most car train you've ran so far on the new layout? It's got to be those coal cars. I know I was running 30 or more a few weeks ago. I should do that in a future video. Just try to make the longest train I can on this outside loop. But actually, when I build the top level loop might be even longer than this loop. Let's see here. I don't think there's too many more questions in the YouTube comments. Chris Lambert asked, are you planning to create a layout that can change from daytime to nighttime? That's a very cool idea. I guess no, other than like turning the lights off. All of the LEDs are on dimmers though, so I can dim the lights very low or turn them off. I suppose I could like swap all the light bulbs to like a blue night light, but I don't have plans to like continuously swap between daytime and nighttime. I think that's all the YouTube questions, so now I can go back to the live chat, and we'll give away the rail car here in just a second. Let me make sure I didn't lose anybody. Reading Railroad Fan asked, any mods added to the Supra since the last time we saw it? Yeah, I haven't shown the Supra in a while. I know people keep asking about that. I haven't really added anything, but I've been doing a lot of general maintenance and repair. I had the factory twin turbos rebuilt this winter, like rebuilt to factory specs. That was a big project. Replaced the rear main seal, the valve stem seals, the hood liner, and a number of other things. It's running really well. It's running really well. Spencer LM asks, when are you going to do some roads on your layout? That's still a little ways away. I've got a couple of my little cars here, just thinking about where the road's going to go, but nothing yet. Oh, Old Ohio Angler says, plans changed, we're back. Welcome back, dude. Robbie, you keep asking about knockoff Red Bull car. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, here's a good question. Sunset Island Railroad Productions. Hey Jason, I love the new channel layout and signals. What is your best piece of advice for content creators? I should have had this answer prepared Um, I mean, I've learned just about from trial and error, right? I didn't know what I was doing when I started. I just grabbed the camera and started posting. You know, good lighting for a layout helps a lot. A good camera, like you can have the best camera in the world, but if your lighting's not that great, it's not going to look that good. So good lighting, a good camera, um, keeping your camera steady when you're filming trains. I remember early on I had a lot of people who were like, I'm going to be sick the way you hold the camera, because I was just, couldn't hold the camera steady. I wouldn't post too much. I don't think you need to be posting 2 or 3 times a week. Um, but you know, I think in our hobby, people want to see they want to see progress on the layout. They want to see new trains. They want to see things reviewed. If you film the same train over and over and over again, and you film the same layout where nothing has changed over and over and over again, it's harder to grow subscribers that way. So, I mean, you know, thumbnails help a lot. I've been trying to make more exciting thumbnails that really get people excited to watch what I'm going to be posting. But there has to be like sustenance to what you're posting. I'm not going to post a layout update if I haven't done anything. You know. All right, let's see here. What else? Sorry if I'm missing people. Lewis Brown says, I guess you don't have your car no more. Well, if you're talking about the Supra, I just mentioned everything I've been doing with it. So yeah, I still have the Supra. Anthony says, nice laptop. Thanks, I just got it. Okay. Taco Bell building from Menards? Yep. The Taco Bell and the Starbucks over my shoulder are Menards. Any more review videos in the works? Yeah, I still want to do the big boy whenever it decides it wants to stop breaking, and I'm going to review these new Norfolk Southern F units, the new Proto 3 versions. Kathy says, can you go through all your engines in a future video? Yes, I do plan on doing that once I get all the broken ones back. Yep, Justin says, giveaway, it's almost 9. Well, it's 8:36, but yeah, I'm about to do it. Oh, right, Robert made a point there. Most importantly, a good personality, just have fun. Yeah, yeah, sorry, I'm just getting distracted by all the comments coming in. I mean, yeah, if you have to have some excitement to what you're presenting, and it helps if you can articulate your thoughts well and look at the camera and speak clearly and not stumble over your words all the time. You got to get to the point. And most of my more recent videos, I'm doing more quick cut edits to edit out the dead space or me standing there going, yeah, so, stuff like that. But again, I wasn't a master at that when I started. I used to stumble all over the place. I just got better with it with time. And, I have had experience, speaking in front of crowds, speaking presentations at work, and I've done a lot of performing over the years on stage, on the football field, in the marching band. A lot of I was the drum major at Ohio State, so I do have a lot of experience with talking and kind of being put under pressure in front of a crowd. But even then, this is still different. This speaking for a live stream or speaking into a camera to make it a YouTube video is a little different. And it takes some time, it takes some practice. Clinton says, when did you start building the new layout? Because I sure miss the old layout. I started building this past, I think I started, when was it? Right before Christmas? Yeah, I want to say it was like October of last year, October, November. I mean, I miss the old layout too, but honestly, this layout is already so much better just design-wise, and it's going to be so much better than the old layout. Yeah, it was finished. It looked good. I had a lot of memories with it. I made a lot of mistakes on that layout. There were a lot of things that weren't running well. The wiring was a mess. Operation was not nearly as smooth as it looked on camera. I mean, it had reached the point where it was almost more of a headache than an enjoyment. So I know, I miss it, but this layout has got all my attention at this point. How do you do your intro for your videos? I don't like have an official video. I just kind of start out and go, hey, Jason here. Yeah, my big boy's getting repaired. Edward Machinot says, Cleveland Cliffs, AK Middletown works here. You have a nice layout. Thank you, Edward. I worked for ArcelorMittal USA for 7 years before the split, and I was retained by ArcelorMittal, and then I left, and now I work for SSAB. If we ever cross paths, Edward, say hello. Steel industry is really fun. It's a really small world too. Sid says, copying Eric won't get you anywhere, by the way. Yeah, I mean, you can't do the exact same thing that someone else does. Van Rail asks, what year were you drum major? Well, first of all, hey, Van Rail, good to see you, buddy. I was drum major at Ohio State 2010 and 2011. Justin says, I'm sure this layout is wired better. It is, trust me. Robert Campbell. Yeah, good question, Robert. Slycat says, I worked at AK Middletown. Awesome. My sister still works. My sister's worked at Cleveland Cliffs for over 10 years. Cleveland Cliffs is a good company. Merging these three companies together, though, that's a big undertaking. Randy says, steel makes my living. Yeah, same here. Wesley asked, when did I start my channel? 2009, I think officially, is when I posted my first video. All right, let's do the giveaway, because it's been a while. All right, so the final giveaway is going to be the CSX steel car. So let me grab that really quick, and let me go see if Shelby wants to pick the number again. All right, and I'm back. Oh look, Shelby's back. She's gonna pick a number.
Oh, what is it? 1 to 50?
Do 1 to 50.
Okay.
Shelby is picking the number. Don't pick a number yet.
Oh, I already did.
No, you pick a number. I'm telling these guys not to post anything in the chat yet.
Oh, there you
Oh, thank you very much. You are the best assistant ever.
Thanks.
All right. Do do do. All right, I have a number. We're giving away ugh, ugh, this guy right here. Make sure you guys have the live chat selected and not top chat. So look at your chat window and look at the top. Make sure you have live chat selected. So we're going to do a number 1 through 50. And same rules as last time. When I say go in the chat, that's when you can post a number. And you can only post one time. Again, you can only post one time. One number, 1 through 50. I have whatever the number is here in my hand. So when I say go in the chat, not before, all right? So keep your eyes on the chat. Wow! They come flying in so quickly. All right, I think someone picked it. I think someone picked it. And it's somebody that I know who has been commenting on my videos for a long time. So I'm gonna close it. Closed. And as I had also mentioned, even if the two people pick the same number, it's whoever picked the number first, which is why it's important to have your live chat selected. If you have a bad internet connection, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not changing anything. So let me scroll back up. The number that shall be selected is 47, which is Old Ohio Angler, if I'm not mistaken. So Sid and Bernsey, please confirm that the winning number 47 is Old Ohio Angler, and that nobody else cheated. And just because I was scrolling up, Robert Campbell asked, how close are you to getting your master's? I'm still probably like a year and a half away from finishing it. All right, Sid says, yes, he is the winner. Old Ohio Angler, congratulations. I see that you have my email from earlier. And like I mentioned, I know Old Ohio Angler has been watching and commenting for a long time. So congrats to you, buddy. I'm glad you won. Yeah, pays to stick around. So Old Ohio Angler won the CSX Hot Metal car, MTH Premier. Pretty cool little car. And I just want to say, I'm going to close down here in a little bit, but to reiterate, if I'm glad you all participated in this. I hope it was at least fun, doing the raffle drawing and all that. you know, I'm sorry if you didn't win, but, you know, it's just a train car. You know, I didn't give away a bar of gold. I didn't, you know, or an engine. You could, if you really are dying to get one of these, you know, get one on eBay for probably like 50 bucks. You know, you could go work for 2 hours and make 50 bucks. You know? So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope that was fun for you all. And I mean, again, you know, this is just the whole point of this is just a way for me to say thank you and interact with you all. You know, if these giveaways, you know, as long as they're, you know, you guys are being pretty reasonable in the comments. You know, I just don't want anybody like getting all worked up and making a big fuss about not winning. Like, there's 112 people watching. 111 of those people didn't win. So, like, you know, life's short to get too angry about winning a free train car. But I hope you guys had fun doing that. David Fields asked, "What is your profession?" I'm currently a regional sales manager. Tesh Valley Railroad said, "Good luck in buying your first Legacy. Hope you select the Pure Marquette 1225. That would be a really good one." Xcool 101 says, "Lots of fun. Thanks, Jason, and cheers to 8,000 subs." Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm going up based on the rate that I've been getting subscribers. I would think I'd hit 9,000 in the next 2 to 3 months. That's as long, I think as long as I keep making progress and posting videos of trains. I think hitting 10,000 by the end of the year is not, it's not unrealistic, but it'll be a challenge. Randy Jacob says, "No worries, Jason, I have a room full already." Coverdale Mine says, "Looking forward to seeing your layout progress." I appreciate it. You know, now that this live stream is about to be done, you know, I'm really going back to work on the layout. I have pretty much everything I need to keep making progress. So, you know, if you don't hear from me for a week or two at a time, like, I'm working hard on the layout. Jason, some more C&O coal cars. I do need more C&O coal cars. Thomas Garrett asks, "What radius are you running the MTHUP 4014 on?" Well, my minimum radius is 072. So it never goes on anything tighter than that. I have a lot of 081, I have some 090, I have some 099 that I'm going to install, and then I have some Flex Track, which is like some super wide stuff. Do you have problems finding Atlas train tracks? Yeah, this year I really have. I had to buy a lot of stuff on eBay. A few of the local hobby shops really struggled to keep Atlas track in stock, especially the switches I needed. So I had to buy a lot off of eBay, which is unfortunate. Robert says, "It was a lot of fun, Jason. Thanks for sharing your time and layout with us. I'm looking forward to the next live stream." And thank Shelby for us. I will thank Shelby. She'll appreciate that. She's still pretty camera shy, so I kind of had to drag her down here. Nah, there'll be a lot of lights on the layout, Chris, but, you know, I don't, you know, besides, you know, turning the lights off to the basement, I won't do like a whole bunch of night running. Okay, so it's almost 9 o'clock. which means I'm planning to shut down here in a minute. But if you want, let me just do a really quick. Um, let me just do a really quick walk around of what's kind of been going on. I'm trying to finish off the ladder tracks here, and I still need to sync the base for these signals. I'm going to be syncing the bases for all of them. I have my buildings temporarily sitting here trying to get an idea of where they're going to go. And then over here, all the steam engines just sitting pretty. This is where the turntable will be installed. The roundhouse is going over here. Here's all the layout plans, which I've shown in past videos. And, oh, here's a sneak peek. Yeah, this is all Caterpillar stuff. You'll be seeing that soon. And here's the display shelf right now. I reorganized it recently just to, just to show off some stuff. Slycat just mentioned GFW trains. Yeah, they're going live, I think, at 9 o'clock Eastern. I talked to them the other day because I know that they always, stream on Friday. So I reached out to them just to make sure they didn't mind me doing this live stream. So if you still haven't gotten your fix of live stream and trains, head on over to GFW Trains next. Randy says, thanks Shelby, lucky guy. I am a lucky guy. She's the best. Where's the best place to find Atlas Track? Honestly, try eBay right now. Great Lakes Hobby up here in Detroit usually carries it. Uncle Ray's Trains, to my knowledge, in Sheffield Lake still has some in stock. But right now, like, eBay is your best bet. It sucks to have to wait for it to arrive, but Jeff Babbitt says, love your layout and channel. Thank you. I really like your idea of having an industry at your sidings in the center of your layout. Yeah, I did mention that. I still think I'm going to pursue that. Great Films asks, where did you get that intermodal crane? I got that a long time ago. It's a Lionel intermodal crane. You can still get them. I see them on eBay all the time. It's a really cool piece to have. And as we get ready to shut down, yeah, Curtis talked about straights going to your whisker, going to your turntable. Yep, yeah, I remember seeing your comment on that. Old Ohio Angler says he sent the email. Congrats again, buddy. I see your comment. Yeah, Lewis says it's a good idea to keep your boxes off the floor. I agree. I have a whole bunch of extra 2x4s. I'm going to do that. It downpoured this past week. Probably the heaviest rain I've seen here in Michigan. Like the street drains like couldn't keep up. So much water. Not a single drop in the basement. So that's good. I put a lot of work into this basement, doing things to make sure it doesn't flood. It can still happen. No basement is 100% safe from flooding, but I've done a lot to make sure that water doesn't get in, and so far it's held up to all the tests. Are the Caterpillar cars full of equipment? Yep. They all have Caterpillar loads on it. What's the plan for the walls? Most likely a backdrop something from Backdrop Warehouse. Or I'll just paint them blue, but I want to do an actual backdrop. Yeah, Randy Jacob says, night Jason, you're a good guy, I appreciate it. Thanks for what you do. You're welcome. I enjoy doing this. I'm glad people enjoy the channel. At this point, I just want to help encourage people in the hobby and inspire them, because that's what so many people did for me when I was growing up, watching TM books and videos, how-to stuff, and now I'm in a position where I can help inspire and encourage people to build a layout. So I'm happy to do it. Yeah, I could do a nice coat of sky blue. Ken is signing off. Thanks for joining. Robert, take care. Preston, oh, thanks, man. You're my favorite subscriber. Thanks, Preston. I appreciate it. All right, guys. It's going right on 2 hours, 9 o'clock Eastern. Thanks so much for watching. This has been a lot of fun. I think it went smoother than the last live stream. At least you guys were able to hear me the whole time, right? The trains ran well and they didn't crash. So that's a big win. That's a really big win. Toddy. Love you too, buddy. Great films. Have a good night, man. I'm missing a whole bunch of people who are signing off. I'm sorry, guys. Sly Cat, take care. Kevin, WDM Trains. Appreciate it. Loving Them Train says he's been watching these videos since he was a boy. So glad. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Lewis says he was able to hear me much better than this time. Excellent. Paul Alexander, take care. Yeah, thanks, Alaska 3 Railroad, David Fields. Y'all have a good one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It's been a lot of fun. And yeah, we'll talk to you all very soon.